Package management is one of the most important skills for anyone administering or securing a Linux system. A package is a compressed archive that contains a program, its libraries, configuration files, and metadata describing what the software needs to run. Instead of downloading source code and compiling it manually, a package manager automates installation, upgrading, configuration, and removal of software. For a security professional, mastering package management is essential because outdated or unverified packages are one of the most common attack surfaces on any system. There are two major families of package management on Linux, tied to two major distribution families. The first family is Debian-based systems, which includes Debian itself, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, and Linux Mint. These systems use packages with the extension Deb and are managed primarily with a tool called Advanced Package Tool, abbreviated apt. The second family is Red Hat-based systems, which includes Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Fedora, Rocky Linux, and Alma Linux. These systems use packages with the extension RPM and are managed with the tools Yum, Yellow Dog Updater Modified, or its modern replacement DNF, Dandified Yum. Understanding the distinction between the low-level tool and the high-level tool matters. On Debian systems, dpkg is the low-level tool that installs a single deb file but does not resolve dependencies automatically. On Red Hat systems, RPM is the equivalent low-level tool for a single RPM file. The high-level tools apt, Yum, and DNF sit on top of these and automatically resolve and download dependencies, which are the additional packages a software needs to function. Key concepts to understand. Repository, a server or location that stores collections of packages. Your system is configured to trust and download from specific repositories. Dependency, a package that another package requires in order to work. Package managers resolve these automatically. Package cache, a local index of available packages that must be kept up to date. Metadata, information describing a package, including its version, dependencies, and digital signature. Commands for Debian and Ubuntu systems using apt. To refresh the local index of available packages, sudo apt update. This downloads the latest package list from repositories but does not install anything. To upgrade all installed packages to their latest versions, sudo apt upgrade. To install a package, for example the network scanner nmap, sudo apt install nmap. To remove a package but keep its configuration files, sudo apt remove nmap. To remove a package including its configuration files, sudo apt purge nmap. To remove packages that were installed as dependencies but are no longer needed, sudo apt auto remove. To search for a package by keyword, apt search Wireshark. To display detailed information about a package, apt show Wireshark. The older Debian commands used apt-get and apt-cache. The command apt-get install works the same way, and apt-cache search is used to look for packages. The newer apt command combines these into a single, more user-friendly tool. Commands for Red Hat, CentOS, and Fedora systems using DNF or Yum. To install a package, sudo dnf install nmap. To remove a package, sudo dnf remove nmap. To update all packages, sudo dnf update. Note that on Red Hat systems the single command update both refreshes the index and installs upgrades, unlike apt where update and upgrade are separate. To search for a package, dnf search Wireshark. To display information about a package, dnf info Wireshark. To list installed packages, dnf list installed. The commands for Yum are almost identical, since dnf was designed as a drop-in replacement. Sudo yum install nmap, sudo yum remove nmap, sudo yum update. Modern systems favor DNF because it resolves dependencies faster and more reliably. Working with low-level tools. To install a downloaded deb file, sudo dpkg ipackage.deb. If dependencies are missing, you then run sudo apt install f to fix them. To list all installed packages on a Debian system, dpkgl. To install a downloaded RPM file, sudo rpm ipackage.rpm. To query an installed package on a Red Hat system, rpm-q nmap. To verify which package owns a specific file, rpm-qf/path/2/file on Red Hat, or dpkgs/path/2/file on Debian. Security considerations, which are central to this course. Keep systems updated. Many breaches exploit known vulnerabilities in outdated packages. Running apt update and apt upgrade or DNF update regularly closes these gaps. Repository trust and signing. Packages are signed with cryptographic keys. The package manager verifies these signatures using keys stored on your system. This prevents attackers from injecting malicious packages. On Debian, this uses the GNU Privacy Guard system, and repositories are configured in the file/etc/app/sources.list, and in the directory /etc/app/sources.list.d/. On Red Hat systems, repositories are defined in files under /etc/yum.repos.d/. Adding untrusted repositories is a real risk. If you add a repository controlled by an attacker, you may install compromised software. Always verify the source before adding a repository or importing a signing key. Software composition analysis. In a DevSecOps pipeline, you must know exactly which packages and versions are installed to detect known vulnerabilities. Listing installed packages with dpkgl or rpmqa provides an inventory that can be scanned against vulnerability databases. Unattended upgrades. Systems can be configured to automatically apply security updates, reducing the window of exposure. On Debian, this is handled by the unattended upgrades package. Practical example of a full workflow on Ubuntu. 1. Sudo apt update to refresh the package index. 2. Sudo apt upgrade to apply available updates. 3. Sudo apt install nmap Wireshark to install security tools. POS 4. dpkgl grep nmap to confirm the installation. PON 5. Sudo apt auto remove to clean up unused dependencies. Equivalent workflow on Fedora or Rocky Linux. 1. Sudo dnf update to refresh and apply updates. 2. Sudo dnf install nmap Wireshark to install the same tools. 3. rpmq nmap to confirm the installation. PON 4. Sudo dnf auto remove to remove unused dependencies. Common mistakes to avoid. Forgetting to run apt update before apt install, which can install an outdated version. Confusing remove and purge, only purge deletes configuration files. Installing packages from unknown sources without verifying signatures. Ignoring dependency conflict warnings, which can break a system. In summary, apt is the tool for Debian-based distributions using deb packages, while yum and dnf are the tools for Red Hat-based distributions using rpm packages. The high-level tools resolve dependencies automatically, while dpkg and rpm operate on single files. For a security specialist, package management is not only about installing tools but also about maintaining an up-to-date, verified, and auditable software inventory that reduces the attack surface of every system.